Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Put yes in the chat, please. Can y'all put some purple hearts up, please? Everybody put some purple hearts up. I know it's like I'm putting up for KeKe. We're gonna be nice. We're gonna be on our good behavior. We're gonna be respectable. Cause I know y'all can act up in the chat. Yes, you can. But y'all, my nieces and nephew, I love you anyway. Okay. Y'all, Miss Kiki's on time. All right now. She is on time, y'all. Hey there, somebody walked past. How you doing?
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
She said, hey to you, Aubrey.
Hey, sir. How you doing? How y'all doing?
Good. Hello.
Hello. You been to school? You like school?
Well, wait. When she finishes talking to you, you can go sit down.
You like school?
Yes. Kind
How
of.
was your Christmas?
It was good.
That's good. Y'all some nice children.
What are you saying? Thank you.
Oh, you so welcome. Oh, y'all so sweet.
I'm coming, and I just had to fix one thing.
Girl, take your time. You good. I'm glad to have you.
I'm glad to be
Grandma said my computer was coming next.
Aubrey, ask me about that later. All right.
Cute.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Get out.
Okay.
Close the door.
Aren't they cute, y'all? They say hello, babies.
Hello. Aubrey, will you bring me that, please? Please. Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm so sorry, Miss Ann. I had a bra mishaps.
You look cute. How you doing, lady?
Thank you, thank you. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm blessed. Y'all, this is KeKe from Love and Marriage.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, KeKe.
Oh, let's see. I am 41 years old. I was born in October, so October 23rd. So I am a Scorpio. I am fun, exciting, spontaneous, very smart, but also very bossy. I just believe in living life as free as possible and trying to help as many people as I can along the way.
All right now. Okay, I have a question. Well, you know I'm gonna ask questions. I ain't gonna say that. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I get it.
Okay. I want to go to a reunion because I know everybody done asked you before the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel that? I don't know how you feel that Tisha was trying to set you up when she threw that curveball and told Melody that you told her some things that you
Oh,
told her about Melody.
yeah, I feel like she was trying to cause like a bombshell reveal. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the kicker was the bombshell really was is she already knew.
Melody already knew.
Yes, she already
Okay.
knew. Talk to her about those things. You know, like I said, I believe in being transparent. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna go and share something with Tisha, you know, and not make sure it's okay with Mel and share it with
Mm-hmm.
her as well. You know, I'm not gonna do that. So she already knew.
Okay. Now with Marcel, I remember you did a live. Now with Marcel, why would he come back when you told your story? Why would he come back and say that wasn't it? How did you? I want to know how you felt about it.
You know what? I felt like it was BS,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. And I did a live about that. I
Mm-hmm.
told her, so if that's not the story, then come forth with the real story. I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee you, you can't do that. And I ain't heard from it.
Mm-hmm. Now a lot of people think that you were scared of Wanda because Wanda was sitting on the sofa. Why was Wanda sit with? I don't know. If the producer thought that she was intimidating you or scaring you. Why was she sitting on the sofa telling you tell the truth? I mean that was like kind of confusing to me. I was like, why was she
You
out
know,
there?
that's what she yelled out, but
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do that anyway. But it's funny that people think that I'm scared of Wanda because Wanda say all the time to me, look, KeKe, you know, I already know how you are. So I'm not gonna go there with you because I know you're gonna go there with me back. And then I'm gonna say something worse. And then you gonna say something worse. Wanda already know that I'm a mirror whatever action she gives. I'm not scared at all. And that's the problem. I've never been scared. She knows that very well. And that's why when she came on during the live, she asked me not to mention her again. And she said, I'm not telling you, KeKe. I'm asking you. So respectfully, I agree. And I
Mm-hmm.
obliged. I said, you know what? I can do that. If you agree not to mention me and not to go low with me, then I'll do the same. But she
Yeah.
already know. If she would have gotten stupid, I would have to.
Okay. Okay. And I understand. I seen the kind of the hurt in your voice. How did you feel at the time? You was trying to get your point across. I know Wanda was saying that you said, I love that girl. I
Mhm.
love her. You talking about Tisha. And she said, how can you love her and when you bring all this here? And I seen it in your face. You said, well, how you love, you said you love me and you do, I'm your niece, you do me like that. Have they treat you different?
Say that one more time. Was what
Have you
different?
ever been treating different as of like, okay, I'm part of the family. I don't feel like part of the family. Sometimes I feel like part of the family and I don't.
You know what? Sometimes, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and not um really to anybody's fault. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that they're used to their own common, you know, groups of
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like when they would all go on vacation together,
Okay.
right? Everybody would know except for me.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that I would find out things would always be through Tisha. She'd always tell me.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the way I was able to kind of keep up with the family, go to all family events because you know, she would let me know. But when we stopped communicating,
Mm-hmm.
then that stopped as well.
Okay. What happened in that kitchen between with everything with Stormy and you? Because it seemed like one thing I got confused because the only thing I thought that Stormy got upset was because that um you came to Melody party. I got confused, so I'm trying to figure out what had something to do with her. Can you explain it?
Well, no, I don't think that she cared at all that I was at Melody's party because at Melody's party, she and I actually, you know, we talked. We had a good time together. I had a good time with Stormy that night.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and meeting her. So I think that maybe she had a problem with me being there once she learned that I was also Letitia's cousin. because she went back at the Galentine and said that I had dogged Tisha out and told Tisha that, I said all these, nasty things about her, which weren't true. As it shows, I also told Tisha what I said at the Galentine. And I
Mhm.
told her, I said, yes, I did get up and say something about, our relationship. And really, I was trying to set the background for our relationship. Now, let me say this. Me and Kimmy went back and forth about who brought her up first. I did not bring her up first. At the reunion, it's so funny they do this. So at the reunion, I say, I hope they have it on film. I would not say that, Miss Ann, if I were not 100% confident in
Mhm.
how it was going to play out. So they have me standing up saying, well, Letitia is my cousin, and yada yada
Mhm.
yada. In which I told Tisha I said that those things. Like I said, I believe in transparency. I didn't want her to be shocked by anything that I said, and I didn't want any mess. So I went on and told her exactly what I said. Okay,
Mhm.
so who is just gonna stand up in the middle of a party and announce, hey, y'all, Tisha is my first cousin, and our relationship had been, who is gonna, if somebody just, if I ever do that, bop me upside the head. Like seriously, because that would make absolutely no sense whatsoever. And my thing is, okay, production should have rewinded and played 5 minutes before that as well.
Mhm. Well, I know a lot of us getting confused. I know a lot of us getting confused about the beginning. I
Mhm.
know I heard on the street, I heard up there that some people were saying that you supposed to have been picked at first, but somebody was sabotaging you and your husband to getting on the show.
Okay, it's only a little bit of that I can really address. Let me
Mm-hmm.
say, I have been around, you
Mm-hmm.
know, since the first season,
Mm-hmm.
of the show, and the plan was always for me to be a part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Why they act like, I just up and start coming around? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That baffled me as well, but I accepted whatever. Um, but I was supposed to come on more so through Tisha. Okay. Well, Tisha had spoken to the producers the first time, and they asked who she wanted to go on and bring on. Well, she said she wanted to bring on April next. Okay. Y'all got to see April, and that kind of played out. And April didn't work out. And Teacher would have me come to, events and things like that and have, little parts. And okay, cool. But then Melody called. Well, they asked Tisha also this season, hey, you want to go on and bring KeKe on, this season? And she said, no, I don't think she's ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Melody called me and asked me to be a part of it, I said, yeah, I want to come on. You
Mm-hmm.
know. So I called Tisha and I said, hey, Melody went on and she invited me in. And that's when Tisha shared with me. She said, oh well, they did ask me to go on and bring you in this season. And I told them, no, I didn't think that you were ready. And I was just like, well, I didn't make a big deal about it. I was just like, you know what? Okay, check mark. I see you. You know,
Yeah.
I don't really know the answer as to why. I just accepted what she told me.
Okay. I understand. What I
That's
would,
part one.
yeah.
That's.
Yeah, I know y'all was on the stage and
Mhm.
I know they cut a lot. They cut a lot. Who I know you agree to say it, but then Tisha came out and said that she seen the picture. Who
Mhm.
said it first? You or her?
Well, I said it first.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I said it at Martell's wine tasting, but they didn't show me in the episode at all. But I was there. Me and my husband
What?
both there. So they didn't show that. And honestly, Miss Ann,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Uh-huh.
I wanted Tisha to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Said from the very beginning, Melody did not bring me on the show to tear my cousin down.
Mm-hmm.
Melody I already had a relationship before the show. Yes, Melody and I have known each other longer than she and Letitia. I didn't come on the show to ruin my cousin's marriage.
Mm-hmm.
However, when they blew up that whole, question that I answered,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I had to defend myself. So
Yeah.
that's how it kind of snowballed into that. But I honestly never wanted to bring that up. I never wanted to say it. So I thought it best that she come out with it and say it, because I don't want to be responsible for having a hand in breaking up anyone's marriage. That's not what I'm about. Neither do I want her marriage to fail. She
Yeah.
I don't.
And see, I said the same thing. It's not the point that everybody want her to leave her marriage, because some people go through that and they work out fine. Some people
Right.
just try to make their marriage work, even if their husband has cheated, and it
Yeah.
just can't work. Everybody has
And
the right, the chance to
that's
correct their marriage.
mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta let me see what I just don't want to forget nothing. Okay, when y'all was getting the argument with
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy, you got an argument with Kimmy. Why Kimmy said that she never seen you at no function that Melody had? Kimmy act like she never seen you nowhere near Melody. She said that's kind of strange. So why would she say that?
I feel like she was playing to the cameras, trying to create this ooh and back up what they said, the idea that they were putting out there, that I was just on there, to come on with Melody to ruin Tisha and Marcel's marriage, which
Mhm.
couldn't be further from the truth. I have pictures with me, Melody, Kimmy, all of the couples, my husband, all in the same space. That Christmas where I was going over, where Marcel and Tisha, told Melody and Marcel about my addiction, they were there, Kimmy and Maurice. It had not been the only time that I hung out with all of them. Now, I didn't hang out because Letitia and I were at odds. Our relationship was not where it used to be. I didn't hang out with them like they all hung out together. There were many times they were without me. Had me and Letitia been in the same place then, I
Mhm.
would have been. But since there was a strain on our relationship, I didn't hang out with them as much. But I did hang out with them sometimes.
Yeah, I want to give you a chance to explain this, because I know a lot of fans trying to figure out that why, when Tisha told her that Melody, that you told Tisha that Melody had somebody do a background check on her. I know
Mm-hmm.
you said you didn't do it. Then you said you didn't remember it. Can you explain to us that right now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
At first, I said, I don't remember that. And that was because I was trying to go back in my mind. The last
Mm-hmm.
thing I want to do is mislead anybody or
Uh-huh.
so I was searching my mind really in that time, trying to make sure that I didn't say anything like that. I'm thinking, where did she get that from? Is there anything that she could have interpreted that way? And no, I stand on that today. Not that I
Mm-hmm.
don't remember it, because
Yeah.
I remember these conversations, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a 100% flat out no from me. I never, ever told her that. And that is a fact. I never said that. I don't know if she's getting me mixed up with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I never told her that Melody knew somebody at the courthouse and was getting information from them. And you can look, when she said that, I'm shocked. Because this is my first time here, and I'm like, what? I have no idea where she gets that from or what she's talking about. If I said it, I wouldn't lie and say I didn't. I don't have a reason to. I didn't lie about anything else that, she brought up that I said. So why would I lie about this? If I said it, I would have said, well, yeah, I did tell you that too. But I didn't say that. I don't even know Melody to have done that. So if I said that, that would have been a lie. And I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm. Now I know they were using you and Melody on the stage as a punching bag.
Mm-hmm.
When I know you were sitting there, what was going through your mind when all those people were jumping on Melody? Because I know you was standing there, and I know you was looking like, and then they jumping on you. Was this something you expect your first time being at a reunion, that everybody just jumping on you at one time?
I did expect the people who were all Team Scott to come at me some kind of way. You know, I was prepared for that. And even if it were a surprise to me, it's okay. I can. I'm a big girl. I'm gonna be ready with them gloves on or off anytime. I promise that. And yes, I am kind of it's kind of bewildering, so to speak, to see, you know, everybody so angry at Melody, because it's just like, dang, everybody is, you know, mad at this one person. I don't know the exact reasons why everybody has a problem with her. I do know why Letitia has a problem with her, but I don't know the exact reasons why everyone else does. I just hear speculations and rumors like everyone else. But I know, as for me, she's been a great friend for me. So, I mean, what anybody else's relationship with her is, that has absolutely nothing to do with me at all.
Okay, how are you going to separate friend and family?
Oh, now I have to be honest with you. It's difficult. It is very difficult to separate the two. Because not only was Tisha my family, she was also my, you know, my best friend. So this was not just a family member that I talk to every now and then, and I don't really, you know, mess with, but she is family. It's not like that at all. It's more so like, this girl was my best friend. She's gonna be we're the same age, so she's gonna be. I'm sorry, Aubrey. I'm sorry. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Aubrey, come here. I told y'all to keep it down one time. I'm not gonna say it 2 times. Close that door. Close that door. And again, keep it down. Bring my tooth. Okay? Close that door. In that, it's in that clear thing on top of my dresser. You don't have to know how to cook the follow recipe. It's like a little thing with the pull-out drawers.
Were you doing this? Were you doing this?
Yeah, kind of. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Do you know what really went wrong with Tisha and Melody? You think it's really about her marriage, or is something else deeper?
You know, I think it's most definitely the main thing is her marriage. But I also believe that Tisha is hurt by the things that transpired between them, because they were really friends. And Tisha really did care about her, as she did Tisha, and they had fun together, and everything that would check off the list as friend, you know, Melody did for her and Tisha did for Melody. So I believe she's also very hurt by how that relationship ended.
Okay, I understand. What's next for you?
For me, well, I plan for you guys to for everyone to kind of see me take off into authorship, you know, publishing my first book solo. I have a book that I published already with the English department at Alabama A&M, because we published our own composition books. But so I have authorship in that, but I don't have any authorship where it's just me and my works, my passion, my words put out there. So I can't wait for people to get ready to see that. I can't wait for people to see me and doing and living my passion, traveling, doing all kind of speaking gigs all across, you know, the United States, and maybe even other places. Fingers crossed, you know, for that. Wherever God leads me, honestly, I have asked God to open and order my direct my path, and I'm going to trust him. Those are the things that I'm going to work on. So publishing my books, you know, becoming a motivational speaker, and trying to help as many people as I possibly can, Miss Ann, that have gone through similar things that I've gone through. You know, addiction, you know, all problems, life, you know, being a college student, being a mom, a wife, the demands of all of that. It's tough.
Yeah, it
because
is.
you have so many transitions in life. And now I'm transitioning, you know, from that 30-year-old young mom and wife to that more mature 40-year-old, you know, mom and wife. So, and that has its kinks as well that I have to learn and try to work out. And I even try to tell my oldest son, you know what, I'm sorry, baby, but you were our test dummy. You know, we didn't get it right with you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So because he complains a lot, yo, you treat Ace better than y'all treat me, and we don't. He just doesn't remember when he was that young and he was getting all
They
love.
always gonna say
Right,
that.
right. So, I tell them all the time, you are our first one, so we're not going to do everything perfectly, but we love you more than you can imagine. And those are the things that I'm working on right now, trying to be a great mom, trying to be as best of a wife that I can be, and I fall short in that area many times as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just trying to be the best person I can be, the best KeKe. Who is the best KeKe that I can show up to be?
Yeah.
That's what's next for me.
Your auntie gonna give you two advice.
Okay.
You could be blood is thicker than water, but you can be friends with
Amen.
Melody, and you can be friends with Tisha.
Amen. I
But you
agree.
got to hit in the bud. Tisha, what you got to say about Melody, keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear it. Well, I know Melody part, but Melody, that's between you and Tisha, and I want to leave it like that. You'll have a healthy relationship with both.
Mm-hmm. And
And I
it
want,
does make
mm-hmm,
it difficult, especially when we're a part of a show,
mm-hmm,
where
mm-hmm,
the names are kind of forced up.
mm-hmm.
So it's so hard, but I'm going to find some way because I've learned my lesson about that because that can make you look like you're a person that you're not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I
It's like you're playing both sides of the fence to how to make you look.
exactly,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
exactly when it's not that way. And it's so funny how I never, when I just watched reality TV, I used to be
Yeah.
like, they talking about edits and made them look away. You said what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Now I get it. I get it because
Mm-hmm.
they will put things with stuff that it's just crazy how they mix it up. But
Yeah.
yeah, I have learned my lesson for that, and I will try my best. I'm not gonna say I won't make mistakes again. I'm human, but I learn from the mistakes I do make. So I'm not gonna ever be caught in a situation again where I'm saying to Tisha what Melody told me, or I'm saying to Melody anything that Letitia told me, and
Mm-hmm.
that's that.
And I got another one for you. I tell people, don't let nobody else tell your truth. Tell your own truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Some people will try to throw in your face what you've been through,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't see you how you progress. When
Mm-hmm.
they come with you with that BS, you tell them this. Yeah, that was me. But look at me now.
Right.
Look at me now. God took me from here and took me from there. Look at me now. That was me. I was a mess. But now.
And,
Look at me.
Sister
Look
Ann.
at me. See, you got to do a boomerang to people. When
Mm-hmm.
they try to hurt you with your past, boomerang it back and throw it back in their face. Make them feel bad. Say, but look at me now.
Mm-hmm.
You're a beautiful lady, and I'm rooting for you.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate that.
And I love you.
The fans as well for lifting me up and holding me up and believing in me. Y'all are awesome. Y'all rock. And I'm going to make sure that I try my best to be as authentic as I possibly can and just show you what I'm really about. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't have many people that I've met who don't fall in love with me. I don't. So, and I get that love right back.
Now, you a sweetheart.
Thank
And I love your mom. I'm looking forward. I want to interview your mom because she is a trip girl.
She is. She
Your
is.
mama's a trip. She gonna have a heart. That's look. Calm down. She
She
said,
is a firecracker too. She,
I love her though. I love her though. But she be tripping girl. I love her though. It seems like I've been knowing her for years though. I love her and I love you. And
I
I wish
know.
you all the best. I'm praying for you.
Thank you so
All
much.
you gotta do is be true to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and everything will fall in.
Yep. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Honey,
ma'am.
but like I said one thing, when you did that scene with one, I said, oh, she ain't scared. She is
At
not
all.
scared. She
At
said
all.
what you had to say. Sometimes you got to say what you have to say and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. And for the most part, that is
Mm-hmm.
my. So I'm going to try my best to be
Mm-hmm.
respectful. I'm not
Yeah,
to disrespect my aunt or make her look bad. That's
yeah.
what I want to do. That is my aunt, and I do love my aunt as well. Although we have some issues and some things
Mm-hmm.
that we don't like about one another, and that's fine. That happens in families. But as long as I don't get disrespected, then I'm
Mm-hmm.
not disrespect her. But if you disrespect me, oh, we're in a whole different ball field.
I got one word: mind your business.
Right. Amen. Amen to that.
Mind your business. We was nice. It's 30 minutes now. It's nice. I was so glad to interview you, sweetie. And I know you're going to, I know Ebony has an interview with you next.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's my girl. I love her. And I just wish you all the best, Queen. And I got your back.
Thank
Like
you.
I tell everybody, they were like, "Well, she moving fun." I said, "Well, I got to give her a chance." I said, "You got to give people a chance." I said, "Because when you
Right.
give them a chance, they got to show you."
And honestly, Miss Ann, everybody
Mhm.
who says that, she's moving funny, KeKe needs to, Mel needs to watch out with KeKe. I understand why they're saying that
Mhm.
because I watch what they see as well. I
Mhm.
get it. So I'm not mad at people who are saying that or people who have doubts or concerns. They're legitimate concerns because it does appear like I'm moving funny. But I just wish that everybody understood my intentions and knew that that's not who I am.
Yeah, because they figured everybody say to her friends, everybody say to her friends, they always turn on them,
Mm-hmm.
um, go on the other side. And then
Right.
the first thing they'll say, well, I don't know what happened. And then when we looking, we don't see anything. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, you mad because she didn't call you? I
Right.
just can't get it. Over a call. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out what. Did she sleep with your man? Did she do this? Did she
Right.
test all your business? But you talking about a phone call? Make
Mm-hmm.
it make sense.
Right.
It to me, it's like kindergarten.
It is. And you know what? I've been friends with Melody for a long time. We've never
Mm,
got an argument. We've never had a disagreement
mm,
ever. So I just don't see, I don't see it going that way. And I know for a fact that I'm never just going to switch sides and be against her. That
mm,
wouldn't happen, especially not on the account of someone else. If
mhm,
that were to happen, she would have to do something really terrible to me,
mhm.
and people would know why. So I just don't, but she's not that type of person either. So I don't see that happening
Yeah,
either.
she's a sweetheart. Yeah, and
She,
yeah.
she is. She's only been good to me, and
Yeah,
that's
she like to help people, and she only been good
she
to me.
does.
Yeah, she only been good to me as well. She haven't shown me nothing different. But like I tell everybody, if I see something, I'm gonna call her out. I'm gonna call
Mm,
everybody out. I love you, girl, but you know that was wrong.
I agree.
But I'm not gonna
You
call
have
you out
to
when you've been. Yeah, I'm not gonna call you out when you've been beating this lady for 5 seasons, and she decided to stand up for herself.
right.
You can't tell nobody how to come back at you when you done dogged them out.
Ain't that the truth?
Hmm.
Ain't that? I agree.
Girl. I tell them, don't they know no good? Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm gonna let you go, Don. I know you got another interview this evening. I'm gonna be over there and watch you, and I wish all the best for you and your family. And tell the little kids, the little babies, I say, hey, say hey.
I, and thank you so much, Miss Ann. This means a lot to me, and thank you so much for
Girl,
your
I got
support.
your back. I'm
Thank
gonna hold it down. I'm gonna hold it down over here now. I'm gonna hold it down for
you.
you.
And I love
I love you more. Bye bye.
you. Bye bye.
Okay, y'all, that was KeKe, and I love the kids. What y'all saying here? Maso ain't up here. Y'all, I can't have Maso up here because I would have lost all the little religion that I got. Because he disrespectful. And I would have called him Buster Brown and everything. I can't have him up here because he disrespectful. I'm getting it with Dr. Francis. Dr. Francis is going to dictate everybody. He's going to break it down. Well, y'all, we are finished, and I thank y'all for coming in. It's 463, y'all. Y'all, please push like. Don't do me like that. Please push like somebody. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I've been up here twice today. I love y'all. Shika boom, boom, boom. Do anybody want to come up here and have something to say about the interview? If you don't, I'm going to close it out. I could take two people. I think I think she's going to be true. And like she said, it's hard. You got a family member and you got a friend you really like. Thank you, y'all. I try to be fair with everybody until somebody show me something different. It's different. Like it's more two sides to a story. We ain't gonna never know why Tisha mad. I know she upset because she figured that Melody took her business out about her husband was cheating. I can understand that one. But then on the other hand, you got to realize you came to her 10th wedding anniversary and you talked about infidelity. I played it for y'all, so it's like both hands is dirty. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Auntie Ann.
How you
This is
doing?
Marita. I was watching the interview.
Mhm.
Um and in my spirit I want to believe what KeKe said. All the things she was saying, I want to believe that. However, when she was on the reunion,
Mhm.
the energy she just had, she didn't have that energy. And I just feel like people now, from what I've seen with Destiny, what I've seen with Stormy, um, say and do will sell their soul to the devil to get a spot on this show, and will say whatever they feel like is necessary to say. They will be whatever you want them to be, like a chameleon. They would just fit in, blend in to get where they want to be. I'm just gonna wait and see about KeKe, because I just don't right now. I don't believe a word KeKe just said. To be honest, I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't believe a word KeKe just said, and she don't have to show me anything, and she don't have to prove anything to anybody. Let her word be her bond. But
Mhm.
she showed me too many times how she kind of go, and it is hard. It's not hard to differentiate between family and friends, but it's not easy either, because family is family. That's
Mhm.
blood.
Yeah.
Friends, that's something totally different. However, it's easy to say, well, when you with Tisha, you just say, Tisha, we're not going to talk about Mel. And we know Mel probably don't even, Tisha's not even an afterthought in Mel mind. So, not saying go against your family. It's still not saying go against Mel. And there has to be some kind of common ground. When you're with Tisha, you're with Tisha. And
That's
that's
why.
just
Yeah.
the way it is.
That's why I
You
told
know,
her. That's why I'm
yeah.
giving her advice as when you with Tisha, you there. But like I said, it's not hard because I had a cousin and she didn't like my good friend. And when they always arguing and they all one talk about the other, one talk about the other, I said, look, y'all keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear it. When they start talking about each other, I talk about something else. I said, ooh, look at the toenail polish. I can get my feet done. If you act
Well,
like you're not
know,
represented, and like I said, it's gonna be you go on and make it hard. I feel that this is my opinion. Everybody got different opinion. Y'all know I look like Stormy, and everybody was saying Stormy is a snake, Stormy is a snake, and I'd be like, y'all was right, but I like to give people benefit of a doubt. What I think about is KeKe is she's stronger than Destiny. She's stronger than Stormy. That's what I'm getting. She's stronger than who else got mad at her? She's stronger than her. I think her and Kimmy got the same level. And see, Kimmy flip flop. Sometimes Kimmy, but one thing about Kimmy, she's gonna tell the truth. That's one thing I can tell about Kimmy. She's gonna sit there. If it's in her face, she's gonna tell the truth. Because tell the truth, she didn't have to say Melody wasn't the one speaking. A lot of stuff she don't have to say. I watched Kimmy too. I got
yeah,
silent
and what you just said
and
about Kimmy, I
mhm,
totally agree about, what you just said about Kimmy. I have other reasons why I dislike Kimmy. I empathize with what she's going through right now. And but that's separate from how I feel about the way that she behaves and how these people just try to fit in and want to be a part of. You are adults. You haven't
Mm-hmm.
grown yet because you grown people. You people like to say, "Well, I'm grown." They haven't. When you grown, that means you growing. These people haven't grown in 4 or 5 years because they still singing the same song. They still stuck on the same page. Mel try to ruin my marriage. Mel don't take accountability. Show me something she don't take accountability for. I haven't seen
Exactly.
it yet. Maybe there's something. But with KeKe, um I'm over
You
that
just
with KeKe.
you just oh,
I'm over side eyeing KeKe. It is, at this point for me with KeKe, it is what it is.
but Kimmy, all of them get it. I get Kimmy too. All I'm getting, Kimmy is a snake too. I always tell them I know she's a snake, but I'm saying Kimmy is. When I said Kimmy stand up for what's hers is, yeah, she a snake, but she gonna stay and say what she say. She'll backslide, but then when you pull them out, she'll say, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. At the end, she will. But like I'm trying to say is that I don't know. But what I can do is I know she's strong. I know KeKe is strong. The only thing that's going, like she said, the only thing gonna get her if Mel say something about her or tell her business out there. I can see KeKe going on the other side. But Mel not like that. That's not gonna happen. Mel not gonna tell nobody business. That's one thing about that. If you tell her business, oh, she coming back. That's why I said you can't tell nobody how to come back at you. But as Mel telling somebody business, I don't think that.
But you know what? Piggybacking on what the young lady just said, I feel the same way. And I don't know why. It's just a feeling, I have in pit of my stomach. I don't believe anything KeKe says. Um, I think KeKe want to get on the show because she keep mentioning her books and her this and that. I think she'll tell us anything to become a main cast to get the fans on her side because yes, she went through a dramatic experience, but you got some people that'll take that and they'll run with it and they want everybody to feel sorry for you. Yeah, I do feel sorry that she, endured that, but I can't like I told y'all the other day, and I'm being truthful. KeKe reminds me of how I used to be when I used to lie. I'm gonna tell you, I used to stretch my eyes. I used to talk loud, and I used to talk a lot, and to reflect on what's really going on. And I noticed certain parts she almost took over the interview, talking about different things, just going away from what we're really talking about. And I don't know. It's just I just feel like Melanie just need to be careful around her. And this
One thing
because
about
and
me,
not just
yeah.
this because family is family and friends is friends. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care if my sister is dead wrong on something. I'm gonna say that to her. You dead wrong. Yeah, you my sister, but you are wrong. I'm standing for right. I'm not gonna use that blood thing. Now, I'm not gonna go against her out in the public and let everybody know, no, no. But I'm gonna let it know. Look, I'm not gonna defend your lie. I'm not gonna pay for your lie. So look, you wrong. You are wrong. So when she kept saying, I'm gonna try my best, you already let me know you coming with
Yeah,
some crap.
yeah. Aunt Ann, they're asking you, excuse me, Aunt Ann, they're asking you to drop the link.
But like I said to my okay, like I said myself is how I do my interview. We like I like this panel because we are going to disagree to agree. We all have our own opinion. I like when I'm interviewing, I like for to ask the question, let them take over and go ahead and say because you get more out of them once you let them say what they have to say. You see what I'm saying? You get more information. Um, I have a problem when somebody when the if somebody interview somebody and I cut across them all the time, keep on talking. You're not gonna get information out that you're trying to get from that person you're interviewing. And as of like I said, I cannot say on one hand that she won't. Can I say she will? But it's like she said, it's hard. She told the truth. She said, I don't know, but it's hard.
Get back.
And I know it's hard because you got a friend over here you like, and you got a cousin in your ear, and the first thing, and you got Kung Fu Panda over here saying, that's your cousin. You say you love her, you got to do it. But you got over here, her and Tisha got a sister cousin relationship. Her and Melanie got a friendship that she just liked. So it's hard. I know
But
those
Auntie Ann, let me ask you this,
women.
because you say you've been in that situation, and so have I. I had a cousin that I loved like we were sisters.
Mhm.
Also had a friend that she had that I just did not like the ground she walked on or the air that she breathed. However, when that situation came up and I like the way my cousin handled it, she would just say, "You my cousin, you my sister, that's my friend." I'm
Mhm.
not going to allow her to say something about you, and I'm not going to allow you to say something about her. Y'all don't get along, stay out of each other's space, and that's the way it is. One if something come up and you want to talk, if she want to talk about Mel, you just have to either say, look, either I'm walking away or we're going to talk about something different. It's not hard. It's not easy. No, it's not easy either. That's a decision that you're going to have to make. However, what she has shown me, with the everybody always got something to tell somebody. Do you want me to tell it? Do you want me to tell it? Tell it. If you're gonna tell it, tell it. At this point,
Right.
I don't care who Marceau sleep with. I don't care if Marceau and Tisha be married into the next century. I don't care about that. You come on here saying that you and Mel are cool. Okay, you and Mel are cool now, but I kind of saw how Mel was looking at the reunion when she sat there. She don't saying that she don't believe Marceau was being funny, but when he was saying lock up the pills or lock up your medicine, he was being funny. He was trying to be sarcastic. He was being underhand, petty, and real messy. And
Exactly.
you don't feel like he was doing that. He's talking about, I've been clean for over 25 years, and I do not allow anyone to joke about that.
Exactly.
That's what I was
Exactly.
saying. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
was saying that it's kind of hard, but you have to give people benefit of a doubt. I had the same thing with Storm. Everybody, y'all kept on telling me, y'all come, and I had to come back and say, y'all told me so. You told me so. You told me so. You told me so. But you told me so. But like I said, that the only way trust me, the only way I think that KeKe would change on Melody is producer tear her to.
Good evening, Aunt Ann and everyone else.
Hi.
Aunt Ann, first, thank you for allowing me to be a moderator. I have pleasure in working for you. And
Thank you.
Maritha, good evening to you, my dear.
Hi,
We just be
honey.
following each other
I'm
around.
saying.
Yes. So anyway, I only came up here because KeKe is family to Letitia. Okay. And they didn't get to see each other until they were 13, 14, whatever the story is. And in my experience, okay,
Mhm.
because my grandmother raised me. Okay. My mother had 7 children. I'm the youngest of 7. Okay. So my siblings were raised away from me. And then when I turned 13 years old, and I said siblings, okay, not cousins,
Uh-huh.
siblings. When I turned 13 years old, I was forced to move with my mother for some government assistance. Okay. I'm to let the
Mhm.
truth be a truth.
Mhm.
Okay. So I came from love and care from my grandmother to going to my mother's house with these people I don't know. So
Mhm.
what I did was try to fit in with them for acceptance. And KeKe, to me, that is what she is doing with Wanda now. Because ain't no aunt of mine going to get on nobody's live and say my mother was going to abort me, and I'm going to be like, oh, that's my auntie, and she told me not to talk about her, so now I'm not going to talk about her. Excuse me, no aunt of mine can do that to me.
Exactly.
Okay? No aunt of mine is going to do that to me. But Wanda, Letitia, KeKe and them, they don't have the bond of coming up from the dirt together. So there's always going to be friction over there. And the last thing I'm going to say is if y'all wasn't paying attention, I was, okay? Because KeKe to me play a lot of word games like Marceau. Like somebody said, KeKe was trying to overtake the interview her own self, okay? That's my opinion. And the one thing that she said was when you asked her, was she gonna, how she gonna keep the friendship and was she gonna talk about Mel? She said not unless she has to, unless they push it on her. So whatever them people push down her throat,
You better preach.
She gonna regurgitate it, okay?
No,
So
she said,
whatever
wait,
production. Go
she
ahead on,
said,
Ann.
yeah, she said that if Melody do something to her,
No,
that's the
ma'am.
only way.
She
Mm-mm.
also
No,
said about
ma'am.
production.
No, ma'am. She said if they tell her to, that she would talk about Melody. Yes, ma'am. That's what she said.
I gotta rewind and listen to it because I ain't heard it.
Oh
I heard,
yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
said. Did
did
y'all
say
hear
it,
that?
Ann.
Yeah,
She
she
did,
said
Ann.
if
She
production
worded it
tell
a
her,
little different. She
yeah,
worded it a little different, but she did say that.
yeah,
If
she
Yeah, she
production,
said,
worded it different. I'm not saying it verbatim, but
right,
that is
but you are right.
exactly what she
y'all
said.
know
Yeah.
me.
She
I gotta
said if they
rewind.
push it on her, she ain't got no choice. So we can all look forward to her if she's seen it with Letitia and them, and they still using Melody for their storyline. She gonna be right there with them.
I gotta rewind because I didn't hear that. And like I said, I didn't hear that. What I heard was that if Melody do something to her, she will. And I heard that she said production edit things so bad and it make you look like it's
mm-mm,
something
mm-mm.
that
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
did
hear.
say that. She said that too,
She
but she
said
I'm gonna
that.
also
rewind it.
said,
Y'all know me.
yeah.
I'm gonna rewind it. I'm gonna bring the receipts back tomorrow. Y'all know
I
me.
know you will on there. That's why I be over here.
But I didn't. But
I gotta get the tea.
yeah, I didn't hear that part. And
Yeah,
she
she
like
said it.
I explained to y'all, she was not taking over her KeKe coming back. She be explaining to y'all. I know that's right. KeKe said she was
Well, come
explaining
on
it.
back.
But my thing is, if you're gonna be true to who you are, be true. Let your word be your bond.
Exactly. And
You
I'm
know,
always,
it's
one
okay. Just
thing you can count
wait a
on
minute.
from
Wait a minute.
KeKe is to be true to who she is. I'm not gonna get on nowhere and lie on nobody. I'm not gonna lie on myself. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing that ain't true because that's not who I am. Secondly, I ain't scared of nobody beat my ass. The last time I remember lying was when I lied to my mama when I was a little girl because I was scared she was gonna whoop my ass. Now that I'm grown, I can fight back. I don't have to do that. So
Okay, so
please do
why did
Okay.
you
understand that
backpedal
if
when he
I
was on
say
the
something,
reunion?
that's exactly what it is. And I hate when people mix and mingle my words. No,
Okay,
I
so
did
what did you
not say.
say?
I said that it's hard because sometimes they push it down your throat. So it's difficult to not do. However, I have learned my lesson and I will not be doing that again. That's
You
what I
said
said.
you learned your lesson in taking things back and forth between the two ladies.
Right.
You
Yes,
didn't say you learned your lesson about seeing it. I listened very well.
learn your lesson
Very well.
evidently.
You didn't
Okay.
say that.
I
And
didn't say
on there
what
gonna
again.
rewind it, and I don't want to disrespect you because I do like you, but I listen and I know, and I talk to you in the inbox, me and you privately. I never share anything
Yeah,
because I'm not that type, right?
but I
So I'm
know
gonna
she
keep it
did. Yeah,
100.
But you know what? It's
I
but
don't
I know.
okay.
share
Wait
nothing,
a minute.
but
Hold on.
I
Wait
can
a minute.
say
Look, it's okay to have disagreements. I'm cool with
Yeah,
that.
right.
Even
That's what
but
I
if
was
it's
getting ready to
honest
say.
and
Right.
needed.
but I did
Hmm.
hear
I
her say
promise
she
you,
learned her
I'm a
lesson.
debater, so I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
heard
let.
that too on there.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
I heard that too. And Kiki know I like her because me and Kiki talk all the time, and she's supposed to help me write my book about my story with my
right,
family.
right.
So I don't have nothing against Kiki, but when I heard that, that made me feel away because I know how reality TV is, and I know that production will try to feed you stuff. But I also
Absolutely.
want my sister, who
Mm-mm.
I know is very intelligent, to be able to get on that TV and let them know I'm not going to be sold to come and attack this woman because enough
I'm
is
not gonna attack
enough.
her. I'm not
Right.
gonna
You're
attack
not
her
going
at
to be
all.
calling
But
those
see, that's
puppets.
the
I,
thing. I don't have a reason to attack her. So why would I
Right.
just up and attack Melody? I'm not gonna
But
do that.
Kiki, none of them do. Even earlier when you said you feel like Tisha is hurt because of her marriage. Melody ain't done no more to Tisha than
And
Tisha
because
has
of the way
done
the
to
friendship ended.
Melody.
And because of the way that the friendship ended.
The friendship only ended because Melody stopped talking to her. And if that's the way a friendship ends, then baby, we wasn't friends in the first place. Because
I
I
agree.
shouldn't have to call you every day to check on you. I got a best friend and I haven't spoke to her for 3 months. But
Hey,
we see
look,
each other on Facebook all the time. Guess what she not gonna say? Oh, I don't know how Melissa feeling about me.
you
Come on
talking to the
now.
last person about that because I will go months without speaking to my
Right.
friends.
me
My
too.
friends get mad at me all the time because they like, I know you see your phone. I'm like, girl, I be running
Exactly.
and we let it go. You know,
Exactly. And
it
that's the
is what
only
it is.
problem they had. Melody ain't done nothing to her other than the two of them going at each other about their marriages. And that is it. And Tisha's the one who keeps this thing going and going and going and won't let this show get back to what it's supposed to be about. We watch reality TV, at least I do. I'm a
Mhm.
reality TV junkie. And
I
these
love
people
reality
on
TV
these
too.
reality shows, they fight and they make up at the reunion. They come back the next year. They start all over again. They might start fighting around mid-season to give us something to watch, but nobody keeps this animosity all the time in reality TV. And I blame Carlos King because he should have been got rid of Scott 1.0 because they are toxic.
Mm.
Okay, but I want to go back to this. I'm gonna go back to this. Y'all know Auntie ain't got no business. She ain't gonna lie and she ain't gonna tell you
We
something
know
else.
you're not. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I
Watch out.
heard KeKe said this. It happened to her before, and she learned her lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not gonna change on Melody unless Melody do something to her
To
real
me,
drastic.
exactly. Now, if she does something evil to me, I have no choice but to defend. I'm gonna definitely defend myself. You know, I'm going to defend myself against anybody. But I'm
As you
not the
should.
type
Yeah.
of person who's gonna start something. I'm not like that.
Right.
But I will defend myself. So, like I said, Melody and I have been friends for years. We've never even had an argument.
Mm-hmm.
Never. She's
Right.
just not that type of person. I have other friends I argue with and debate with all the time. We haven't even ever done that.
But KeKe, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
When you guys were talking about the your situation, and Melanie came back and told you, you know, what Marcel and Tisha did,
Yes.
and in the same breath you said, well, Marcel being a jokester that he is, you can, but then again, you can't see him doing that. So it's almost like you felt like Melanie told you a blatant lie
No.
because
And
you
see,
said,
that's what happens too when they take certain things out. This is how I feel about that. In all actuality, I do believe Melody. I believed her from the time that she told me it happened. Okay. And you see me confront Tisha about it and say stuff to her about it. And then, you see me and Melody talk about it. It's not that I don't believe her. What I said was, I honestly do believe Melody. But for the sake of it, you know what? I'm going to just give you the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to let you prove yourself a liar. That's what I said. And then, I kind of expounded. And that's the clip that they took.
yeah,
Okay.
because
Mm-hmm.
However,
he was making fun about it on his channel, but he tried to say it was so serious, but he was throwing threats at you, and when you did come out with your story, he called you a liar. So,
exactly.
but
And see,
now he
that's
so
what I'm
loves you
talking
so much.
about. And that's what I told my mama about it. I said, Mama, you see how people prove themselves? I threw that out there and I just said, I'm going to give them benefit of the doubt. Watch he prove exactly who he is. As soon as they played me and Melody's take, because we did the reunion before they played it. As soon as they played me coming out to Melody, what happened? He came out and laughed about it and said that's some bullshit.
Yep, sure
I
did.
said, see, you see, mama, you see. Now I gave
Mm-hmm.
him the benefit of the doubt. I said, you know what, I believe Melody, but I'm gonna recant that and I'm gonna just give you the benefit of the doubt just for sake, you know. And I'm
Okay,
gonna let you
Kiki,
prove to me. And he did
can I ask you
exactly
a
that.
question?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on the reunion, when that question was asked, or something like that was asked, do you think Marceau was joking or whatever? And did you honestly feel like he was joking? Because like you said, well, like the caller just said, we saw where he wasn't joking about that. And previously I just told them that I've been clean over 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And
Congratulations.
thank you. And that wasn't an easy battle. So therefore, that's not
No.
something. My sobriety is serious for me, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
allow people to joke about it
Right.
or anything like that. And I don't care who take it serious or who think whatever they think about it. And at that moment when you
Somebody
said
called me.
no,
I'm sorry. Somebody called me. Let me put it on airplane mode, and it went out. So you said you take your sobriety serious. That's all.
yeah,
Last
and
thing I heard.
when Marceau said, when the question was asked to you, do you think Marceau, because everybody say Marceau is a jokester, that's something that you don't joke about. That's something that you don't laugh about. You know him
Right.
better than I know him, and at some point when you said no, I don't think no, I think he was like joke. I don't know exactly what you said, but it was to the point to where you were saying that you didn't think he meant any harm.
It's no, not that I didn't think he meant any harm. Like I said I was gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but I was like, you know what? Well, the more so that I know, meaning the brother I used to have, you know, because me and Marcel used to be, even though we argued all the time, we used to be really cool, y'all. We were all like a family. My husband, Marcel, Tisha, our kids, we would spend every weekend together. We spent
Until that
all the
TV
time.
show came.
Well, no,
Mhm.
but before that, because me and Tisha fell out before the TV show. You know, we
Oh
had been
wow.
falling out at least 4 years before the TV show even came on. We were just still trying to put back the pieces of the relationship
Well,
because we
Kiki,
fell
since
all
you
the way
said
out.
Tisha name, can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Do you think that that question that Tisha asked you
Mm-hmm.
about Melody getting documents from the courthouse, do you
Mm-hmm.
think that was a real question, or did she just say that to you so she could go get them puppets?
You know what? I think maybe that I never thought of it that
Oh,
way.
I did.
I
I
Me,
did
me
because I
too.
glad you
knew
say that because I was admitting everything that she said. She
exactly.
needed me to go against her. Oh my God,
Exactly.
that makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep. That's what I think because
Because
you
if I
agree
would
with
Super
have,
everything
chat.
she asked, and you could tell the and Anan said super chat. Go ahead, Anan.
Thank
You
you,
want me
Kay,
to
for the
read it?
Thank
super
you.
I
chat.
Yeah,
can't.
go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
I can't see it
oh
though
my
because
God,
Thank
I'm
you,
not in
Kay.
there.
I got it. Thank you, Kay, for the super chat. Thank you, Kay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Uh
Thank you,
huh.
Jazz. Sent one too for $10. Hit Jazz.
I
Thank you,
can read
Jazz,
that
for
one
super
on
chat.
Ann. It says
Yeah,
thank you
that's
y'all all for
that's
being
what
real.
I.
I just wanted to say,
Super chat.
do you want me to read the super chat?
Thank
Yeah,
Yeah.
you,
go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Jazz.
Thank y'all
Jazzy.
all for being real. I just wanted to stay respectful. Love all y'all queens.
Oh, thank you, Jazzy.
Thank you, Jazzy.
Kiki said,
Yeah,
Kiki,
Kiki, I
what?
thought about that because you were
you
answering
just
every
gave me a
question, and when she asked that question, you was like you was so thrown off, like what?
revelation.
Wait, what?
Cause I'm
I
like, where
don't
did that
remember
come
telling you
from?
nothing like that. And then all of a
Exactly.
sudden she's like, "Oh, I'm on cue. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this," and ran off the stage and came back with puppets. I was like, "Oh my god, they orchestrated this."
Yeah,
I
she was
think
like,
you
"I'm
are
gonna let
on it.
you be male puppet." Yeah, she said that.
How
Yeah,
else
I ain't
could she
got the
bring those
puppets.
puppets out? Those puppets had on
Exactly.
pajamas. I mean, the one that looked like her, that she tried to say looked like you. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is crazy.
That was
And
her
you
in the
know
She
what?
movie.
I
she
don't
had
think
it. She needed a
I
reason to bring those
yes.
puppets out, and when you went against her, that gave her every reason to run and get them puppets.
And that's good because even
I
I said she, if I would have said yes to everything, she would not have been able to go and get those puppets. But
Exactly.
I didn't
Exactly.
even put that
Exactly.
together. I didn't even put
Mm-hmm.
that together. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I
Absolutely.
sorry
think.
ladies. I just nice to meet you, Kiki. Sorry
Nice to
ladies.
meet
I
you
just
as
came up
well.
because I'm one of the moderators.
Okay.
I'm one of the moderators, but it sounds like somebody in the panel's yelling from when we hear down on the chat. So if you guys could, not Kiki, but the
It's
other
probably
person on
me
the
because
panel,
I
if you
have
could lower it
allowed.
a
That's
little
me.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
probably
got
me,
you.
Angie, because I
Okay.
have a it's sweet Lissa.
Okay.
It's probably me. I have a high pitched voice. Everybody always say that, even at work. You sound
Oh.
like you're yelling. But that's just my voice. I'm sorry, y'all, if I made anybody feel like I was
Oh.
yelling because I wasn't yelling at anybody. And
Well,
you
Oh,
know, like I
Oh.
said, I talk to
Okay.
Kiki all the time in the little chat, and she probably know half my life story because I think I done told her a lot of my business. So I wasn't going
But that's
against
okay. It's
Kiki.
just between me and you. That's it.
Yeah, I just know
And
how
and then
production is, and I don't want Kiki because
your
I
speaker,
see
your
I.
speaker loud. Your speaker.
Okay,
yeah,
let me turn it
yeah.
down because
Yeah.
I see the good in Kiki. You
Oh, me
understand? And I
too. Me
know, and I
too.
talk to this lady, and I feel like she got a pure heart. So I
Good.
don't want to
Thank
see
you.
her get caught up with
Yeah.
Carlos King and his shenanigans.
Right.
Oh, she
Because if
not.
anybody is
Uh,
watching this show, they got to know that Carlos King is behind some of this stuff going against Melody because he's behind the editing. He's the one who finalizes everything before it goes on the TV screen. And
now,
all these edits
I
are against
mean, yes.
Melody. I mean, her face was still the whole reunion. He used the same clip over and over of Melody's mad face. You mean to tell
Mm.
me Melody sat there like that all night? I don't think so. Mm-mm.
No,
No.
Kiki ain't
Well,
made a
well,
Kiki made a U-turn, and she said, "Let me get this together, cause I can't hardly see, but I know I can hear, cause I
Right.
knew."
well, KeKe, let me say this to you, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be straight up with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
A lot of people have been side eyeing you, and
Mm-hmm.
I have been one of them.
Mm-hmm.
However, like Auntie Ann say, well, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because who am I? If God not side eyeing me, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna take you at your word because I am a fair person and I'm
Mm-hmm.
a balanced person. However, I am going to be looking as well as listening. I think you're smart. I think you're a brilliant person.
Very
I think you got a
intelligent.
lot to offer,
Thank you.
to the show. And however, I just hope you don't fall into that production trap. I hope you don't fall into that Carlos trap.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Mel need friends and Mel need biking because Mel got all the friends and all the biking that she need. Be
Right.
true to who you are and be true to you. Let your word stand on your word. If you got to stand on that word by yourself, long as you right, I'm down with you. But if you right, I'm with you. I don't care how I feel about you. But wrong, you can't make right out of wrong. You can't make wrong out of right.
Mm-hmm.
So from this point on the on Ann's show, 6:34 Florida time. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna side eye you with two eyes. I'm just gonna look at one.
Just
So
one. Okay. And
just
you know
one.
what? Let me say this. That's fair. And I understand after watching it myself, I honestly 100% understand anybody that might be side eyeing me or anybody who's saying, Mel, you need to watch KeKe. I get it because I watched the same thing. And I would have said the same thing had I been watching and not knowing all of the details behind it. I would have said the exact same thing. So it's fair. But I also appreciate you for giving me a chance and giving me the benefit of the doubt. Now, keep in mind that I am new and I am learning this, so there have been some mistakes I've made, and I'll try not to make many more. But if you're not on your game, let me say this: production can eat you up. Oh, they can eat you up. And so I'm trying to stay ahead of the curve. Just watch, listen, and be prepared for as many things as I possibly can so that they can't catch me off guard ever again. Because how I came in and answering, a simple question that I didn't really mean to cause a uproar about, I said, oh, okay. I see how we doing it. Seeing people's different attitudes with me on camera versus off camera, I said, oh, okay. I see how we doing it. Having people believe that I'm a certain way that I'm not, that they know that I'm not because they know who I am, but portraying that on camera, I said, oh, okay, I see it.
But you
I
know
see
what,
how.
KeKe? I think they plotted on you and Melanie from the beginning. I think the reason why they came at you
Yes.
so hard because they knew this was your first reunion. They was
Right.
trying to throw you off your game, get you, not knowing exactly what you're trying to say. Every time you tried to talk, Tisha tried to overtalk you. Marcel, looking crazy. Wanda saying stuff. So what they were doing was trying to throw you off your game so you would look like a liar to us. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think it happens because like I said, when
And
I used to I
production
would stretch my
helps them do
eyes and
that.
I would talk loud,
Mm-hmm.
and try to get my point across. And I think that's what they did. I think you and Mel was set up with their plan to be the punching bag of the reunion, but you just came back with a stronger punch that I don't think they was expecting that you would be able to hold your own, because if by you watching it you could tell that you was a little nervous.
Mm-hmm. And
You
you know
I
what,
could.
Tisha, and that's why I don't know if y'all remember, but that dinner scene that she and Marceau had with Kimmy and Maurice.
Mhm.
I think Tisha Marceau made the comment like, and they say this to me a lot too, because I didn't believe the same thing that they believed. They wanted to force me to believe that Melody had brought me on to use as a pawn. I didn't see that. And I did not agree with it because of, like I said, the things off camera, you know?
Right.
So they wanted to make it seem that way. And they're saying, sitting there at dinner, they're saying that KeKe She's smart. She knows what Melody's doing. She knows what Melody's doing. She just won't admit it. It's they know more than anybody that if nobody else knows how to play the game, KeKe gonna know how to play the game. I just got to get used to it and adjust to it.
Right.
Not saying that I'm going to, be malicious or tell lies. Just by play the game by not allowing people to be able to get over on me, by
Exactly.
not allowing people to sway me one way
Auntie,
or other, by staying
Exactly.
true to
you have
who
another
I am.
super chat.
Thank you.
I
Thank
can't.
you.
Can I read
Where's
the
it?
can I
Yeah.
read can I
You go
read the
ahead because
super
I
chat
can't
for
see
you?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
Sure,
can't see
sure.
it.
Okay. I have two devices on. That's the only way that I can see it.
Okay, I can't see
KeKe,
it.
please don't fall for any lies that may be said to turn you against Melody. Be
All
prepared
right.
for the lies and triangulation tactics. Don't fall for it.
All right. And see,
That's
most
what I've
of
been
the time,
saying.
y'all, I'm too clever for that. And I know somebody also made a comment that I tried to take over the interview. I promise you, if I did, that's not intentional. Y'all got
No,
to remember, I'm a writer and I do use a lot of words. Somebody also said I play with words. I don't, but I try to be detailed enough so that people understand. You
that's how I do
know,
my interview. You find KeKe. That's how I do my interview. Everybody do the interview different. Reason
right.
why I give my guests a chance to talk because you get to hear more things. When you keep
Mm-hmm.
on coming across your guests, you're not gonna hear what you want to hear. You're not gonna get what you want to get. I ask the question and let them answer so they can answer it and give you more. Because if I'm keep on talking, you didn't come here to hear me to talk. You came here to hear KeKe talk, right? So that's why I
And
give.
that's
Right.
Exactly. Well, you
right.
right. But KeKe, I just want to say one thing too. I really feel like you're a good friend to Mel,
I
and that's the right person to have in your corner. Everything this girl touch, it turns to gold. I mean, if you genuinely down for her, and my
mm-hmm.
thing is this, Melanie, well, not just Melanie, we as women, but I'm just gonna say Melanie, for this situation, we got that intuition. And if Melanie felt, because she done felt the intuition with all the rest of them, that's why she sat back, she watched, and they showed her who they really were.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is just, girl, if I wish I could connect to her like that. You got a true friend. She's a good-hearted person. She want to see everybody win, but these
Mm-hmm.
other people got her in a situation right now where she don't really know who to trust, or whether she want to help, anybody
Mm-hmm.
else. So
Yeah.
my thing is, you got a good person in her and a good friend in her. Don't let them. That Carlos, I'm telling you, he will play with money in your face. He will play with words in your face. He will guarantee you jobs and spots, but it ain't worth it in the end because this thing ain't gonna last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Your friendship would.
I
You
agree. Totally. And you know what? Another thing, that teachers always kind of had a problem with and things that we always argued about is because I do have a lot of friends, y'all. And friends from elementary school, middle school, high school, and college. And I still have every last one of those friends. And that's because I
KeKe,
don't
can I
have
ask
one
you a
friend.
question?
Yeah, sure.
Does Mel have friends? Because people make it
Yes.
seem like she has no friends.
No, she has a lot of
She
friends.
has
A
a lot
lot
of
of
friends?
friends. Yeah, just like at the Christmas party, you
Okay.
guys didn't. You just didn't see it.
And then she made a statement
Okay.
before too, that when she was at her brother's house, that her family and friends don't want to be on the show. She said that when they was at one of her brother, I think it was Thanksgiving or something,
Mm-hmm.
her cousin was sitting next to her, and somebody said about why won't you bring her on the show, and Melody said none of her friends, and family members want to be a part of it.
That
So
is so true. Just like our mutual friend, if she knows that filming is gonna be done there, she will not come. She's like,
See this.
no, y'all gonna
Yeah.
have to
Oh
skip me
wow.
out on that one. She does.
See.
She has
Yeah.
no interest whatsoever in being on the camera, by the camera, near the camera, any preposition you can think of. She has no interest whatsoever.
And I tell people that they think that Mel is the worstest person, but she's not. And they be like, her metameters, they ride for her. I'm not a metameter, I'm for right. One
Mm-hmm.
thing about Melly don't know me she don't know me at all. I'm sitting on this product. Number one product, grow people hair back now. I'm sitting on it. She the one got me
Mm,
pushing the push. She the one got me to push my stuff out there.
yeah.
She did a
And you know,
free
truth
live.
be told,
Yes. And she told me what to get. She said, y'all, you need to get this machine. You need to get this website. You need to buy here, go to this company. She ain't had to do that. She could,
Sure
people
do.
charge for that.
Exactly.
hmm
Sure do.
and
She
she's
sent
been
people, yeah.
she's honestly been kind of like my mentor in a sense in, you know, reality TV. She's like, look, let me tell you about this, or let me tell you about that. Look, this is what, you know, you need to try to think about when it comes to this. And I appreciate that a whole lot, because you know, somebody needs help when there's somebody new coming in. You need somebody who's gonna kind of spit the game to you. You know,
Exactly.
look, this is how it goes, yada yada yada.
And
Well,
then
And
Kiki,
and
let me
she
ask you
think,
this question. Can I ask you this
Hmm.
question? What is the what do you think is the problem? Okay, as with Tisha and Destiny towards me. Okay, we know it has to be deeper than you trying to destroy my marriage, although that is deep.
Hmm.
It has to stem from something, because when I look back at it, it was always because Mel take time for herself and don't pick up the phone
sorry,
and
super
call
chat.
or text every day. I have a
Hmm.
friend that lives in Houston, Texas. Normally used to call each other on Sundays and, just catch up on Sundays. But when we do catch up, when we do phone each other, we just go back to like it was like yesterday or something like that. So there has to be a deeper problem with Destiny and Tisha concerning Melody. What are your thoughts on what, let's take trying to destroy my marriage out the picture? What do you think it is?
Now,
talking, we got, wait a minute. Talking, we do your business. I can't even talk. Do your super chat. She said, Kiki, please don't. Go ahead. I started to do it.
okay,
Oh, okay.
you want
You
me to
want me to
answer?
read it? Kiki,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
please don't fall for any lies that may be said to turn you against Melody. Be prepared for the lies and triangulation tactics. Don't fall for it.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. I'll be on the lookout.
Okay. Go ahead, Kiki.
Do you guys hear me good or do I sound too far?
Now I can
No,
hear
you
you.
sound good.
I
Okay,
can hear
can
you.
you
I
answer
can
Okay,
hear
that
you
okay.
and
question
the
for me?
dog. I heard a dog in there too. I heard a dog. I heard whatever you got in there.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let me. I might have them. I know he's just out there going wow, and it's so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like a mom with that keep making noise, and you kind of get used to the noise and don't really hear it. And people like, you don't hear them loud kids. Hey, Aubrey, y'all, let Fats in, please. Thank you.
They
I'm
Okay,
so
so sorry.
manable. They so
okay,
manable.
Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tell if you are privily, if you really know what the problem really is. We separating? You tried to break up my marriage with Tisha. It seems like it's something much deeper. What are your thoughts about Tisha and Destiny? They are attitudes towards Mel.
Okay, now look, honestly, with Destiny, I do not know. I couldn't tell you because I've only even met Destiny twice and maybe two or three times, and we only have said hello and waved and spoke. And honestly, Mel does not talk about Destiny to me, so I cannot say what Destiny and Mel's relationship where they went awry, because the only thing I know is the same things that you guys know. Now, as far as Tisha is concerned, I do feel like there's more that that she's angry about, but I don't have the right to share that. She has to come and share that
You're
herself.
right. You're right. You're right.
But I was thinking too, Kiki, it had something to do with the comeback group and Melanie buying that land, and then buying them out. So now they can't profit off of the 49 acres or what, a 40, whatever it was.
Hmm.
And
You
then when she
know,
refused to come back to the comeback group, it's like, okay, what we gonna do now? Because Mel had the money, because y'all didn't have the money, to even go forward with it. And then y'all wanted her to put her money up, and she refused to do it because you and Kimmy was gonna be the only two on the paperwork. Your husbands refused to sign the paperwork. So I think that the money train has left the station, and they don't know what to do now because Mel ain't bringing in them big, contracts for them, which really they can't do nothing now anyway. But I just feel like it's something to do with that too, and it could be more personal too with her and Tisha. But I just feel like that plays a part in it also.
I believe that it all is tied up in there together. There's some things that she resents, that she feel like she Melody did in her towards her marriage. There's some things that she resents that she feels like Melody did towards their friendship. There are also some things that she resents that she feels like Melody and Martell did when it as it relates to the comeback group. I think it's all mixed in there together,
Yeah.
but there
Yeah.
are still
Oh,
separate issues.
Kiki, I have a question, Kiki, about that.
Okay.
Can I ask?
Good.
Okay. So I wanted to know, um, she's always blaming Mel for the marriage, but what about what they did to her in her marriage?
Right. I'm with you there.
When they were helping the sidekick um pay
I'm
her bills and
right there. 100%. I have the same question.
okay.
So I can't answer it because
Okay.
I have the same question,
Right.
but I have not been bold enough to ask it since we have not been in that, now if we were how we were 8 years ago, I definitely would, ask. But I don't want to ask
Right.
the question and cause any further divide between us.
Well, I
You
Right.
can
better be like
understand.
me.
Yeah.
Kiki, you better
I've
be like me. Mind your business.
Right.
That's always a good. Okay, Kiki, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question here because you was sitting on stage when that never was heard around when that question was asked and the answer was heard around the whole planet.
uh-huh.
When Mel said never again will they be friends, what was your thoughts about that?
Oh,
How did you feel at that moment?
I already knew it. It just come. I mean, for me, I knew that already. So
It was this confirmation.
it was not news to me. I
Mm-mm.
knew that. And honestly, that's from both parties. Although I do believe that if Melody as wanted to have a come to Jesus moment with Tisha, I believe that over time that she'd be able to or be willing to. But I know already that that's a never land for Melody. I know that.
So, what do you think Mel has not taken? What was it? Accountability
Accountability.
for? Yeah, it was said that Mel never takes accountability. Can you give me? Well, you wouldn't know because I don't think Tisha would talk to you about it. And then you said Destiny. You don't really know Destiny like that, but well, Marceau and Tisha said that Mel never takes accountability for anything. And I've been racking my brains to see what they, what it. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I am a millimeter. However, I'm a fair millimeter. I will, call Mel out on her on her stuff just like I will call out anybody else. But my favorite is Mel, and
Mhm.
I'm just trying to figure out, but since you say you're not privy to some of the feelings of Tisha, or Marceau or Daphne about this accountability thing. They keep talking about that, and I was just trying to figure out, can you figure out what Mel is not taking accountability for?
I don't know what they're talking about as it relates to her not taking accountability unless they're speaking about her trying to destroy their marriage and the details surrounding that and her not coming out and saying what she might or might not have done toward the Scott's family to do that. I don't know if they're saying that the show never holds Melody accountable for things that she's done that's shady or backstabbing, which I've never known her to do. Factually, let me say that there have been rumors and speculations and things that I've been told, but I've never gotten any receipts to prove any of
Kiki, you know what? You just answered a question for me, baby, that I've been wanting to know. But you didn't do it on purpose.
that.
You didn't do it on purpose, baby. You just answered something I was concerned about. I already know now. I
Okay,
know
okay.
why when you speaking on what Tisha feel like Mel did hurt her marriage or whatever. I already know it's that hairdresser lady. And because she knows she was doing her hair, she feel like Melody knew about that lady. When they did the interview with Londa, whatever her name is, Masal was sitting behind Tisha with that smirk on his face, like, yeah, baby, tell her what we talked about. And that lady
You
could
so
not
wrong. You
lift
so
her
wrong.
head. That lady could not lift her head to look Tisha eye to eye. Tisha doing all the talking, Marcel making eyes at the lady. The lady can't lift her head up. So I already know she feel like Melody sat them up. I don't feel like Melody sat them up. I do feel like Melody knew about that lady and him. I really do. I could be wrong, but I think that, and if I'm wrong, I think Tisha feel that way. You just answered my question because now I know, because it was too much smoke around Londa. It was too much smoke around her. And that interview, it just buried them both because I saw right through it.
Yeah, that's one angle of it. That's one angle.
I knew I was right.
That's one angle. And of course, with them trying to put out there that Mill supposedly paid her, to come on to the show, which wasn't accurate. It was she told her that if you want money, you need to go to production. That ain't on me. If you want money, you need to try to go to, because I'm not gonna pay you. They're gonna have to pay you. So that's not necessarily true, but I think that how people hear something and regardless of the truth, they want to stick with what it was that they heard.
Exactly.
I think that that's what they are choosing to believe, no matter what. They are choosing to believe that Melody paid her to come on to the show to ruin their marriage. They're choosing to believe that.
But the same could be said about them giving coleslaw money as well. That's
Right,
what they don't
right.
realize. The same
I
thing could be
agree.
said.
But see,
And,
Montel
and,
was
and
giving him
something
the money though.
also tied up into some blogger who supposedly fed both parties some evidence about each party.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
saw that.
So, like I said, I don't want to. I want them to tell their own story. I don't want to get caught up in them saying, you speaking on stuff you have no business.
Exactly.
So again, that's their, issue. I want them to explain that to you guys.
And you know what? I understand, because I know right now I feel like we are putting you in an uncomfortable position with our questions because we so curious about it, and we still got to respect. Yeah,
I
you still got
understand
to.
that sometimes you're gonna be in the hot seat. I get that. I do also get, and I'm learning that it's my job to pick and choose what I will and won't
Thank you.
answer.
Exactly.
And so I don't mind it because it is a learning experience for me as well. But I just feel like I definitely don't want any problems because I could be telling some things wrong. And anything you put out there, people gonna run with it. So I don't want to say things and people run with it and it's the wrong information. So I can only put out what I know, but I much rather, talk about things that deal with me because those are things that I can attest to factually.
Right. And then I don't want Wanda to come around the corner on two wheels with her food truck and try to hit you. So, we're
That
kind of
won't
like,
happen. She can
KeKe,
try. She
Kiki
can
said,
try,
"Oh
but I'm
no,
gonna pull. Baby, she can try, but I'm gonna pull that Escalade out there, and we gonna go to war, baby. That's one day I won't be driving the Benz. I'll be in the Escalade. Okay.
Hi, KeKe. How are you?
KeKe,
Hey,
do you see the picture I have on my profile?
hold on. Let me
It
see.
has the emoji. It has the emoji and it's winking, and then under
Yeah,
my name it says, "Did she get the job?"
it's it. Now I can't see your name, but I do see the emoji.
Hello, KeKe.
Yeah, but like,
hold on, wait a minute. What's the name?
Huh?
Who's that speaking?
Dr.
Lizette?
Taylor. Yes.
Oh,
Hi,
go
how are
ahead.
you?
Go ahead,
Hi,
Lizette.
KeKe. How are you
Love
this
you.
evening?
Fine, and you? Love, you can go after
Good. Did you
Lizette.
get my thing this morning?
No,
You
I've been
was
so
up so
busy.
early, and I was doing. I just walked out of surgery this morning, and
I
you had
told you
came
I'm
on.
tired. I only had 2 hours of sleep.
Blessed.
I only had 2 hours of sleep. I'm tired. I got a lot of orders. I have 2 hours of sleep. No, I didn't get it. I probably did.
Lord, I have to send you my private emails and number so we can check because I have some
Okay.
things for you. But anyway, hi KeKe, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm blessed and not stressed. I have a couple of
And
questions
thank
for
you
you,
for
KeKe.
asking.
Not a problem, but they're little personal questions. They're about you. I really don't care nothing about the show because you know what? Your face told it all. You do not have a poker face, honey. I'm gonna need you to, that's one. I'm gonna need you to get a poker face because when he asked you that first question, you went like, "What? Should I
Mhm.
tell on this broad or not?" You know, so
Right.
you need to get you a poker face, okay?
Yeah, especially when it comes to things that affect my emotions.
Yeah.
I definitely need to get a poker face. When it comes to things that I don't really care about, I
Mm-hmm.
can have that. But when it comes to things that I really am sensitive about,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I gotta practice that.
You are very you how should I say this in a nice way? You are a great communicator.
I
You
love
Thank
her.
you.
are a very poised person, and you are very passionate.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to need you to live on your purpose and get out there
Mm-hmm.
with your purpose. Everybody take a detour. Trust me, I didn't took one. And you land where you're supposed to land. Those detours are there for a reason. So
Right.
the question is, what is your detour now? What direction are you going into now?
You know what? That honestly remains to be seen. Your guess is as good as mine. I am just trying to pattern myself. I have goals, and I'm trying to get up every day and reach those certain goals. I don't know where God is taking me right now. I just know what I want to do. And I pray about that every single day. Again, God, order my steps, please, because God, I'm kind of confused in where I'm going. I can't see clearly, but
Mm-hmm.
if I can't see it, then I know it's because you're not ready for me to see it yet.
Okay, so
But
can I
I'm
give
just
you a little
preparing.
advice on what you just said? Um, your wording was off. You said want. It's not a want,
Hmm.
it's a need. So
Right,
I said what
right.
you need me to do, not what I want you to do.
That's true.
If it's
That's
a
true.
want, he's not gonna give you a want, but he will always provide you with a need. Ain't that right, Ann?
Amen.
Yes, 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 yes. Ha.
Amen.
So
According to his
I'm
riches
gonna
and
start.
glory.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to start saying, what you need me to do, Lord.
Hmm.
That's one question. Two, are you and your husband prepared for what's about to come your way? Have you all taken some communication classes on what the element that's about to come?
We have not taken communication classes, and that's one thing that we actually fail at is
Mhm.
communication, proper communication. Because I am about communication, he's
Mhm.
not. He's about show me. And that's what he does. He
Mhm.
does what he wants me to do, and I do what I want him to do.
Yeah, well,
So I
we seen that at the event because you was finna let it out and he tapped you was like it ain't the place or time. So
right, right,
and
and
that
a
brings
lot.
peace back.
Yep, and
Mm-hmm,
that's him. He's a laid back kind of guy.
mm-hmm,
That's Big Daddy though. That's him. But he, you guys, maybe you guys will see. He and I, we just started marriage counseling.
mm-hmm,
Maybe about a month ago, and we're trying to work on different things, issues that we have within our marriage,
mm-hmm,
for us to work on getting better as parents and as spouses. There are a lot of hard roads and bumps that we've hit as well. Of course, being married to somebody with an addiction is not an easy thing. There are
mm-hmm,
many times where he wanted to leave me and where he threatened to leave me. But
mm-hmm,
throughout this marriage, there are also many times, before I had any problem, that I wanted to leave him, that I didn't feel like, I wanted to be with him forever. So there's a lot to unpack. This marriage has so many different dimensions. And I hope
Mhm.
that you guys kind of get to see that. I'm not going to sit up here and lie like we got the picture perfect family. No, we do not. We are hectic as hell,
and you know what? And that
but we are
is
trying to
one of
make
the
it
Kiki, are
right.
you willing to go to Kiki? Are you willing to go to Dr. Francis on the show if it was brought up?
I would go to
During the
him.
show.
Yes, I would see him if it was brought up. However, I am
Okay.
seeing someone else. I'm not seeing Dr. Francis.
Mhm.
So I would rather
Okay.
go with the person who already knows the background, because we're building on that.
Yes. Okay. It was just a question that was asked on the chat. That's why I was asking, just to appease
Oh no, it's
the
fine.
chatters.
It's totally fine. I
Okay.
mean, it is called Love and Marriage Huntsville, right?
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, at some point, my
Yeah.
husband has to make an entrance for it to make sense. And so we have been preparing for that. So hopefully, you guys will get to see more of that.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then I have one more other question. So
Mm-hmm.
how are you dealing with things within self?
Ooh, you know what? That is
I know it's a day-to-day process,
it is.
but
It is one
how
hundred
are
percent.
I just want to know how are you dealing with it within
It's honestly, it's been steady as far as me getting up, feeling really great about myself, about my life, full of self-esteem, full of confidence, feeling really good in my spirituality and
Mhm,
where my relationship with God and where we're going together.
mhm.
But there are those days where I wake up and I'm like, God, why?
Yeah.
Why did it have to be me to go through that? God, I'm hurt. God, I feel so stupid. I feel like I look so dumb. How am I gonna get up and preach to the world
But you
and
know
make
what?
people
This
feel
that was
better
but
when
that Aunt Ann said something a long time ago that would drove me to her site.
mm-hmm.
Your setbacks are your setups.
Yep, yep,
She don't know what she meant when she said that day. I was strolling, just doing something, waiting on
that's
to
powerful.
come in, and when I heard her voice when she said your setbacks are your setups. So I just want you to know this is your setup. This is the big comeback for you.
Thank you.
I
And
really
I believe
like
that.
you
Thank
who you are as a person.
mm-hmm.
You come across so genuine, and you are an excellent verbalist. Your cousin is not. I can't, and I'm not. And I have, you know what? I don't bash anyone, but
Mm-hmm.
um,
I
you don't
understand.
come across it authentic. You do, which is good. So I will be rooting for you. So um,
Thank you.
if you ever should need anything, go. Just come on this channel with our name. We stay prayed up all the time, baby.
Look
Amen.
who
'Cause
in the house. Kiki
after
And
mama
you,
in
Kiki,
here.
and
I
Kiki
was
Kiki,
ready
you
mama
to
know
in
what?
praise
here.
you. Hmm?
Kiki, one thing too, I just want to say, God choose His strongest soldiers. He chose His strongest soldiers. So
Mm-hmm.
He know that you can handle this, and He put you to here to help somebody else. Just like I tell Aunt Ann every single day that I speak to her, that God sent her in my life. I can't speak for everybody on the channel, but I can speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a real dark place because I lost a lot of family members and right behind each other, and I just
Yep.
was in a loss. And
Mm.
I stumbled across our Ann channel. I'm not even big on this, but
Mm-hmm.
I stumbled across her channel,
Mm-hmm.
and she prayed, and it's like certain prayers that she prayed certain days it's like she talking directly to me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, God, He have done told me that I was going to encounter people great people that I have never met before, that's going to change my life. And if
Mm-hmm.
that is not a true sign, I don't know what is. So I say that to
Right.
tell you, He picked His strongest soldiers.
And it's
Because
so crazy that you say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
no,
off.
no, no, you go ahead.
It's so crazy that you say that because I have known since I was a little girl that God wanted me to go out into the world and speak to millions of people. I knew that this would be my gift and my passion, and that's why I became an even better of a writer than I am a speaker. Excellent writer, excellent speaker. Those are my gifts. But when I tell you, when I was down in the depths of despair and I doubted everything that God said to me, I felt like maybe I had told myself and tricked myself. Because I'm like, He can't want somebody like me who's messing up so bad. And I got knocked down, y'all, off a high horse. I never thought this would be me. That just goes to show you how life can be. And I can honestly relate to people who have been down there in the depths where they hurt so bad in their
Mm,
heart that they
woo.
say, God, I don't even want to be here no more.
Mm,
Just
mm,
please. I
I
can't
know.
bear the pain, God. I can't bear it. And I
mm.
thought it was a lie that He gave His battles to His strongest people because I didn't feel strong at all.
Yes, he do. To his
You
strongest
know?
people.
Now,
KeKe, can
getting
I?
back into swing, I can see that. But at that moment where you're very low, you just don't see it. You don't feel it because you feel so terrible.
KeKe, can I remind you? And hello, everybody on the panel, and hello, Aunt Ann.
Hey, how you
Hello.
doing?
Hello.
And KeKe, I mean, I truly think you have a truth that you have a true spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that you have been in some compromising situations.
Yes.
One thing you said too is you got to remember that Father used the woman of Samaria. She had
Mm-hmm.
5 men and the one at home wasn't her. So literally, she
Yeah.
was Jezebel. But look how many people she brought to say
Right.
to
The whole
Christ. So
town.
he can use anybody. What I want you to realize, and what even I sent a message to Kimmy today. It bugs me that she sat on that stage and see, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She said, and omission is a form of guilt. She sat on that stage and did not even say anything about the debacle, about who was right and who was wrong about speaking about kids. When we
Mm-hmm.
all got kids and we're gonna fight and literally die for our children.
Right.
So when she didn't say nothing until Carlos put them all on blast and said it's wrong to speak about kids, and that's when Kimmy said something, and that's what I'm saying is uh, the where you're at, and
Mm-hmm.
the television world.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. When you talk about when you hear the term selling your soul,
Mm-hmm.
you don't I don't selling a soul, the devil don't just come to you and with gnashing teeth and say sign this contract and your life is over. No, it's one step at a time. KeKe,
Mm-hmm.
I need like they done did Destiny. Many times Destiny done said, oh, Carlos or the cast told me to say that. Just
Mm-hmm.
like on the last episode, she had no apparent reason to go and step into the place with Martell and I think it's Chris Fletcher and give and play that recording about what Melody said. For one, it's none of her business.
Mm-hmm.
But so you sell your soul one choice at a time, just like in the real world. One choice at a time until
Mm-hmm.
they say, "Oh, she got down with this, or he got down with this." So we got action. We got room to come in with the next request. So I think everybody is just want you to be on guard that the devil, he offered the world to Christ. He glimpsed it before his eyes in a heartbeat. And so remember that, because all of them, even Kimmy, you said again, Kimmy, and I'll say that because Kimmy, because it's really disappointing to see a woman have to dumb herself down to fit in with people that are beneath her.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your intelligence is low, you're a nurse. That means you have to operate with integrity, or
Right.
I'm not going to trust you as a patient.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to trust you with my child if you got to be pushed and shoved and subpoenaed to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So some things you just have to operate with integrity, and the devil will look for cracks in your integrity to get you to do something that you know you don't have no business doing, you don't feel good doing it, and you don't sleep at night. Again, we're seeing that with Destiny. We're seeing that with Tisha. I mean, it came out. Oh, I have had absolutely no problem in my marriage. No problem. Anytime somebody try to talk and speak about her marriage, she's that bringing some facts. She's like that. Her and Marceau likes to speak over them. But you say you had no problem, just like as a matter of fact, it was a great face. So just being a liar and aligning yourself with liars is just not a good look.
Mm-hmm.
And so even you being her cousin, if I was Kimmy, y'all gonna have to come up to my level, rise to my level, because I can't fall to the no level of a liar, especially in a business that I'm in. And so I think even you being her cousin, who I wouldn't want to hang out with a cousin that got to lie to kick it. You got to lie to make yourself look good when you know your lies is out in public. That
But
is
see,
a
this
dangerous
is one
person.
thing about it.
That's a dangerous person, Kiki.
Miss
I
Love.
believe that she really believes those things. I honestly believe that she really believes those things.
She
And
don't.
that's
She
what makes
had
it
to do.
tricky
That's
about.
she has to believe him to get on to live her life the way she without making any movement. That's why she was so interested in at the male's
Miss
beat out.
Love.
Oh, you
Miss
hate this
Love.
girl?
Excuse me, Miss
Yes.
Love.
Mhm.
Hold up for a minute. I want to introduce her mom because KeKe got to go in a minute because she has another interview.
I'm sorry.
But I
You
do want to
got.
say one more thing too.
Uh-huh.
You want me to go now?
I'm gonna introduce your mom. This is
Okay.
KeKe mom, y'all.
Hey,
Hello,
mama.
everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hello,
hello.
mom.
Hello,
To the
hello.
panel and everybody in the chat. The reason I see in the background of everything, and I cheer her from behind. The reason I'm up here today is because God has blessed me and graced me with this beautiful young lady that stood up to these answers where she was being torn apart. I am the proudest mom
Me
on the
too.
face of this earth.
Oh, thank you, mama.
This is what a young lady
Mm.
who stands in integrity do because she has nothing to hide.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, things were edited where it made her look bad, where I had to have a deep, serious conversation because we're going to do what's right and what's true.
Yes.
Cause y'all, she called me. Let me say, she called me. I know, like hell, you not gonna turn against Melody. I'm like, mama, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
Because this is my belief, and I've typed it in there. Um, um,
I love your voice, mama.
oh, thank
I love
you.
your voice.
I love her
First of
voice too.
all, I had my daughter at the age of 15. And I tell her every day she was on my hip, and I had no reason to hold my head down because my parents encouraged me and they loved me. So I poured that love to her and the rest of my children. There's no reason for you not to be who you want to be because there's opportunity for everybody. Everyone. There's no room for jealousy. There's no reason to be jealous of anyone because everyone is blessed with a different talent. You decide which road and route you prefer to go. Okay. So
Yes.
I just
Preach.
was so honestly, the reason she came back online is because I said, you need to get back in here and answer these people questions. Because what's unfortunate is watching and hearing such horrible things about a daughter or a child who suffered from being addicted to pain medication because you're terrified that she'll read it and she might relapse. I don't know. I don't know. My
Right.
job is to protect her and to have these tough conversations with her. This is what they're saying. This young lady is so smart. I'm having a fit. I'm like spazzing out. And she was like, Mom, it's okay. Let them talk. Only
right.
thing I can do is show them who I am. But what bothers me are the ones that make these assumptions and they gaslight by throwing all of um, these assumptions and assuming things that are not true. That's just part of it, and I'm learning that.
Well, you
But
know
I
what,
don't want.
Kiki? It sounds like you have a wonderful village around you. And
Absolutely.
She was.
mom,
Oh,
This is what's a
most
blessing, guys. She
definitely.
was raised with a beautiful village. My
Yes.
father, my parents. I lost my grandmother a couple of years ago. She was 103 years old.
Wow.
My other grandmother, she lived into her late 80s, 90s. Not only that, my brothers. I was raised from a family of love,
Mm-hmm.
and the most important thing is integrity. That's always stuck in the back of my mind. My dad
Mm-hmm.
would say, what is integrity? Integrity is what? It is doing the right thing while no one's looking. You
Come
know,
on.
Right.
um,
Yeah.
that, and not only that, too, something that I struggle with is your reputation. Your reputation follows you everywhere you
Yes,
go.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But guess what? You can change that reputation into something that's beautiful.
Exactly.
So, and not only that, listen to this. If I'm going to say this, if I would have known years ago that Keisha was addicted to pain medication, I would have been on it immediately. But people hid it.
Yeah.
If you love her so much, you tell her family.
Come
Because
again, say what?
I'm living in Atlanta. I don't know what's going on. She's in Alabama. I have no clue. I'm not there. So I think that it's important that people talk about these things. Look for the signs so that you are aware of what's going on when something's a little off. But not only that, don't keep it a secret, because she has admitted to everything. Everything. This girl is so authentic. Like, I told her to be authentic, but dang.
Come on, mama, with the outreach. Come on with the outreach.
And I believe she is
you
authentic.
know, and I think it's beautiful. But I want you all to know, I'm proud of this young lady, my daughter, mine, who her existence on earth was never questioned. Ever.
I know it wasn't.
Ever.
Wow.
Say it loud. That's your daughter. Say
Okay.
it loud.
This young
KeKe,
lady,
mom, I just want
I
to say
am
this to
proud of.
you.
Ma'am.
As a parent, you should be proud of your daughter.
Yes.
And as a parent, we never stop being a parent, because the older they get, the older we get. And it's
Mm-hmm.
still our responsibility, no matter how old they do get,
Yes.
to direct them, to give them the right advice, to speak on what's right, to direct them when they are going in the wrong path,
You
when we
know,
see that they're going in the wrong direction. I always say it don't matter how old your child gets, as long as you live, and even when you gone, you still their parent. But while you're
Right.
living, it is your responsibility as a parent to tell that child,
Mm-hmm.
I love you,
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
but you wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you
But
know
to
what? My
encourage,
granddaddy always says, when they younger, they get on your nerves. But when they older, they get on your
Get on
heart.
your heart.
exactly. And I have a daughter. I have a daughter, and I am a daughter. And I understand when I was going through my addiction.
Uh-huh.
I now None of my kids are on drugs, but I understand my mom's feelings and
Uh,
what she had to do when I was
uh-huh.
on drugs. So it made me appreciate my mama more better, and it made me be a better mom. I'm
Uh-huh.
not afraid to tell my daughter or my sons when you're wrong, because that's on me. God, I got to give account to God when I stand in front of when it's time when I stand in front of Him. He's gonna say why you didn't, and I can't. I got to give him an explanation as to why I did. So I
Uh-huh.
commend you for being the type of parent that you are.
Yes.
And
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
then it do take a village to train a child.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a
Mm-hmm.
village, and
But you know what,
everybody,
Kiki,
as
mom,
we see, everybody didn't have, and everybody don't have that village. So kudos to you, and KeKe. As I said, I'm gonna be not side-eyeing you with both eyes, but just with the right one.
And
Okay.
but
I
you know
think
what,
that is
Kiki Mama,
only
I just want
fair.
to say to Kiki Mom, I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you telling her to come back up here,
Yes.
because I appreciate that. Now I understand a lot more things that I didn't understand, because
Yes.
we just seen a moment and a glimpse
Mm-hmm.
of her life. So I appreciate that, because
Yes.
you gave her a chance to come up here and defend her honor and answer these hard questions, and she
Yes.
did. So
And
I
I think she
appreciate you
did a
doing that.
tremendous job.
She
Thank you
did
Yes,
an
she
for
did
the
a
hard
excellent job.
marvelous
questions.
job.
I
She
mean,
did a marvelous job.
I listen to y'all every night, even on e- every single blogger I follow, and I listen. But I listen also to learn, to so that she can, because she does it. It's me. She
Uh-huh.
doesn't. I go back and say, I want you to listen to this. These are things that you need to listen to. Because what I don't like is people that gaslight. People that gaslight to me are liars. Because what they do is they throw something out there hoping that it would ignite. by saying once she tells her story and she comes out and say I was allergic to not allergic, I'm sorry, she was addicted to pain medication, and then you have let me think of a word. Then you have a person say, y'all believe that bullshit if you want to.
Right.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
told the whole truth. But you know what? Some of the criticism I don't mind. Some of the, because honestly, y'all, I want to know if you see something where I'm wrong. I'm trying to grow. I'm not trying to stay stagnant. I listen to the people who are telling me the hard truth and things that I need to improve. I want to hear that feedback. You know, I don't want to hear people who are being mean and malicious and just trying to go off for no reason. I don't care about that. You know, that doesn't move me any kind of way. Talk, girls, talk, do your thing. But I do want to hear the people who are authentically wanting me to press forward and wanting me to be a better person.
And
That's what I
then
admire.
you're new to this, so
Exactly.
you trying your best to get through it the best way you can. Now it makes so much more sense speaking with you. It really does to me.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
you
I,
know,
And
Yes.
I
Kiki's
So
mom, I just
definitely,
want to say,
mhm.
I
Kiki's
was just
mom,
saying,
I
I
just want to
definitely,
say thank you for, sorry,
no,
thank
I
you
was
for
just about to
clearing
say
up
thank you
that
too.
about about your daughter, because the lady over there, I don't want to be disrespectful, but the lady that you're related to,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
she
not. She
I
is.
don't I don't I don't feel that she had the right to say what she said.
No, she did
I thought
not.
that was
And
very
but guess
disrespectful
what?
when she say,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I want to say
yeah.
this.
I
Everyone.
feel that she was very disrespectful when she said the A word, because first of all, she
Mm-hmm.
don't live in your home to know
Mm-hmm.
anything
Mm-hmm.
of that
Mm-hmm.
nature, and for her to
Mm-hmm.
go off and
Mm-hmm.
run with that information, like, to
Mm-hmm.
me, it was so hurtful. it,
I
it
It
would
was
have
was
so
sued
very
her.
hurtful because I'm
hurtful.
like, wow, like,
I would have sued her.
yeah.
But
So
this
I
is
I
just want
didn't.
to
I
say
don't know.
yes,
I
I
don't know
would have
who it
sued her
is.
too.
I
well. You
haven't
know what?
seen it. I don't know who
I
it
just
is. I
want to
haven't
say
seen it.
thank you for
I
your
tell you
daughter's
that.
What I
heart.
want to say is
Okay.
this:
That's what I want to say.
everyone's accountable for their own
Yes.
actions,
Exactly.
and um, that's what I want to say. So people think they get away with it and blah blah blah. No, there's accountability. There will be accountability. There will be accountability. Have I sought things out to hold this person accountable? Yes. But nothing from nothing equals nothing.
I
Yeah.
know that's right.
And the God I serve, his eyes never
Mm-hmm.
close, honey. His eyes
Amen.
Exactly.
never
So when
close.
you have
Yeah.
God for you,
Who
Mhm.
can be
Ain't
against
nobody can be against you.
exactly. So you know what? It's in God's hand.
Now
I
I'm gonna
know the
need
you?
you
truth.
and I'm
My
gonna need you
parents
and
know
Mama
the
Van
truth.
to get together and team up on the show.
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
she's
Yeah, you
beautiful. I think
and then
she's
that'll
beautiful.
be something really good to look at, because you know what, we don't really see good parenting. You said we
Yeah.
Exactly.
support, because like we see that from Mel's mom. Mel's
Yeah.
Miss Van, she get on there and she be like, well, you know what, whatever's going on, I'm gonna support my daughter. 110%, even if I gotta move back to Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
So we see that support, and that's why we love Mrs. Van, because she's like our Claire Husker.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And
And
I,
you know what?
Well,
Somebody also said earlier that ain't no way a aunt who said all this stuff about my mom could have any respect or say anything to me. My mom feels that same way.
I
She
feel
I
that
feels
feel,
way
I
that
feel the
way
too.
too.
same way too. Because
I
no
feel the same way.
anywhere she get on a show and said that you should be. I was so mad. I was so mad. I would put my shoes
Me
on, go
too.
to
I
Huntsville.
cried.
I was
I
gonna go
Yeah.
cried
back.
about that.
I was mad. But I'm gonna tell you this, KeKe. When you said that you asked God why you, and sometimes you just don't know how to get up, been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you one thing. God ain't put nothing more than you can handle. He got you for a
mm-hmm.
reason. You're gonna be his, you're gonna do testimony.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna save somebody else's life. Because I said the same thing. I said, Lord, what you got me here for? He said, I got you
Right.
here for a reason. He said, I got you here for a reason. God didn't put this on you. He chose you.
Mm.
He
Yep.
chose you.
You chosen. Yep.
You got work for him. You got work to do.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am.
And I know when you say feel like you can't get it, I've been there. I lost my mother. I lost my daughter. I lost my grandmother. Huh. And I didn't
And it's
understand
hard.
how to get up. And God told me, he said, okay, darling. Okay, daughter, you've been weeping a long time. I need you to get up and do this and do that and do this and do that and do this and do that. But you know
But
what?
KeKe, you know what? I used to say the same thing, like, why me? But then I had to get to the point and say, why not me?
Right.
Because there's so many other people going through so much stuff that don't even come close, it's minor to what I'm going through. So I had to, because I used to be like that, why? But then now to a point, why not me? Who am I?
Right.
I'm no better, why not me?
And I
Why?
I'm
can
gonna
see
say
that because
I'm gonna say a
honestly,
couple
y'all,
of things, Keisha.
when I went to rehab, there was so many girls, and when I went in, they thought I was gonna be the bougie addict. That's what they told me. I went in with my matching luggage and stuff, and they all side eyed me like this chick. But they found out I was the coolest one there. They loved me. Girls wrote me letters and everything, knowing me after 2 days. And I was so proud that I could have such an impact on them. But
Yep.
at the same time, I listened to so many stories. Y'all, it was people there who lost their kids. People there who had, babies who were addicted to drugs. People there who didn't have anywhere to go. No family. When they leave rehab, they have nobody come pick them up.
Oh
I
my
am
God.
blessed. I am blessed.
Yes, you are.
The only
Yes,
one thing I lost was money. That was the only one thing that I lost.
Well, he finna give that back to you
You're
too.
right.
So
KeKe, you didn't lose no money. That money that you feel that you lost, you didn't. You finna say
Right.
account because you finna be over abundance.
Amen.
When I
I
say
came and received that.
and I'm
he
gonna
just
say
got it in
one
a
more
savings
thing, and
account.
I'm gonna go. And when we talk about the trials and tribulations as we go through life, one of the things that I've learned is that instead of saying, why me? What you do is you pray about, Lord, you've given me, I have been giving these perils, okay, of tribulations. Now, Lord, I need you to give me the tools to fight.
Mhm.
Give me the tools. So I want everybody to start praying when they go through something. Pray for the tools, Lord. Pray for the tools. Not only that, pray the whole armor. Did you see Mel walk in there with the whole armor on?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Do y'all
The
ma'am.
notice?
whole armor.
Yes.
Now, one more thing I'm gonna say. The only reason I came up because I wanted my daughter to know how proud I was of her. I felt what I envisioned was her being thrown in the lion's den, and everybody was going, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." And I was like, you need to go. You need to go. And she stood there flat-footed and answered these hard questions. And I wanted her to know how proud I am. The reason I don't have to fight my daughter's battles, you all know why? Because I did my mothering from the time she was born with the help of my parents. I do not have to fight her battles at her age of 41 as if she's 6 years old. I don't
Come
have to
on.
overcompensate.
Come
KeKe
on.
is
I
an educated
trust,
G.
You
I
better
Right.
believe.
trust who I raised as a beautiful woman of God.
I
You all
love
have a great
you.
evening. It was
You
a
do too.
pleasure. Many
Thank
blessings
you.
to everyone. You all
Thank
have a
you
good
for
night.
that word.
Thank
And
Thank
you,
thank
Kiki
you.
you.
Thank you,
Mama.
Mama.
KeKe,
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I
Love
just want
you.
to tell you, KeKe, I
Thank you
love
so
you.
much.
We
Bye,
love
KeKe.
you.
KeKe, I wanted
But
to
wait,
tell
it
you
was
because
one
I'm going
more
to drop
thing.
down.
It was
She,
one more.
she got go ahead, say Kika. Kiki got to go. She got another show to do.
No, I want her to say what she's gonna say. I
No,
just
I
have
just
one.
wanted you to remember that again. If you could just turn on the, I mean, you could just look around at our people in Hollywood when those lights, camera, actions come on, and how they sell their soul and be sick and somewhere lost in their brain after they get been used up. So that's all I want you to just know, that the devil is wickedly wise, and he will show you and flash you the world, and just be mindful of that, because when people lie and have to lie and believe their lies, they're very dangerous.
Right.
Cousin, sister, brother, mama, whoever. So I love you. I love your spirit. I love you, Ann, in the panel. And y'all
I
have a
love
good
you
night.
more. You
Thank
do
you. I
love
wanted
you
to
more.
let me address
You
what
have a
you
good
just
night.
said. I
She
really
wasn't just
want
what
to
she just
address.
said. Love, she want just what you just said. Hold for a minute.
Let me just respond to what you just said. Thank you for that. Because let me just tell this really quickly as I can. I used to be one of those people who would look and say, I would never sell my soul. I'd never do that. Never, never, never. And one day God showed me something because I said, Lord, I'm going into this entertainment industry and they talk about all these people selling their soul. God, I don't want to go to hell. Please keep me. Please order my steps. Please show me what's good for me and keep me from the people and the things that are bad for me. Because one thing for certain, two things for sure. I've loved Jesus since I was a little girl. I got baptized when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And from that moment, really before then, I knew that I wanted to live my life in submission to God and Jesus Christ. Okay, Holy Spirit. So I looked and I said, God, I just don't want to ever sell my soul. And my life belongs to you. And he said, KeKe, no, I think you sold your soul to those pills. And this is all taking place in my mind now. I said, no, I didn't sell my soul to the pills. God is God. How can I sell my soul to something that's not God? God is God. My pills, they'll never overtake who God is.
Come on.
Then this boy said, okay, all your money goes to these pills. All your attention go to these pills. All your time go to these pills. All your thoughts go to these pills. You giving these pills everything you're supposed to be giving to me. So it seems like you praising the pills more than you're praising me.
Come on. You're jealous,
that's God. For God, because that's where your heart is.
Come on.
That was one of the moments that I said, you know what? I gotta give it up. Because that's not my God.
And he threw you that GPS and got you back on course.
Right. So when I hear you saying don't sell your soul, I've already done it once. So I see that I'm going to have to be on guard to not do it twice, because y'all were right when y'all said the devil don't come, all ugly and, disguised. He come in a pretty, form with a cute lipstick and everything.
Yes.
He got it going on. And before you know it, you're caught up in something that you never meant to get caught up in.
Exactly.
You gotta say
that's what that is.
This was a good two interview.
You gotta
right.
KeKe,
So
you hear
again, I thank y'all so much.
You got your mama and you got us. We big sis and auntie.
Absolutely. And y'all, please pray for me as I pray for you.
Always,
let's band together as sisters. Lift each other up and let me know when I'm wrong. I'll take it.
I'm gonna pull you. I'm gonna call it. I'm KeKe. Don't you know no good?
I thought you was gonna say you're gonna pull a car, Miss Ann.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much.
Right,
let me be ready for this other interview. I love y'all. I love the fans. Thank y'all for y'all support.
All right,
thank you. Y'all
nice
soon.
to meet you, KeKe. Thank you.
For your candid,
bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye, KeKe, mom.
Now you know Miss Ann. You know Miss Ann.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. You gonna never see this on another channel but this. Never. Y'all was the first channel that got up here to ask questions. Say thank you, Aunt Ann.
Thank you, Aunt Ann.
We love you. I love y'all. That show left the hospital early. Said my auntie calling me, y'all, like she at my house.
Auntie, I gotta go because I gotta go moderate for Ebony.
All right, thank you. I'll be over there. Thank you.
It's me, Angie. I'll see you over there, okay?
All right, thank you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Darling.
Be safe.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Rel just went live too.
It is.
Everybody at the hospital was like, I didn't know you had an Aunt Ann. I said, yeah, I sure do.
Y'all don't get nowhere else. This was good. I was so glad she came back because I know I was gonna put a receipt. I know I was sitting here and hearing her say it. I wouldn't do that no more. And I was like, where'd they get that from? I said, okay, I'm gonna put a receipt. And she came back up. But I do know this. This is how I do my interviews because I've seen a lot. I do mine different. You get more information when you talk less. And that's why I ask her questions so she can talk so I can get it on my when I post it, everybody can get what they're saying. Just like now, I love y'all when y'all want to come up, and I'm glad she came back to explain herself.
Me too.
I'm so glad y'all was up here to be able to answer the question that y'all wanted to ask her. And she didn't have to do that. That was a blessing. She came right back and she took whatever. Yes, she took whatever was thrown at her And she was telling, look, this is what happened. This is this, and this is
Yep.
that, and I love that about her.
Yep. She was straight up. She was a true soldier.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we see that Wanda, she she left a bad taste in Kiki's mama mouth with the foolery, and that's again proof that just having to lie, you hurting everybody just to uphold your lie.
exactly,
It's a sad situation.
it
Well, you
is.
can tell the difference the way the mom spoke and the way she carried herself.
Oh yeah,
She is not about all that mockery and foolery like that. And she made it clear to us. I put it in a little other chat. She made it clear who she was kin to.
exactly.
But I'm gonna interview her myself. I'm trying to get an interview with her myself. But I got another one. I got another surprise coming for y'all. I got another interview, and y'all gonna want to hear this one. Y'all gonna want to be here for that one. That was next month.
Okay. You gotta let me know the date so I can clear through. My aunt Ann came back in town, y'all. She's
I want you to be here. I want you to be here because I know you're gonna have a lot of. This is a doctor. I know. I want you to be here.
Yeah, because she always asks a good question.
Yes, I want her to be here because she can relate. Yeah, I want you to be here. Yeah, you gonna come up here on the panel when he come.
Yeah, I just put my private email in the other chat so you can have it.
All right, yeah, get it to me. Well, I'm going to end this. I'm going over here and support another YouTuber. Hers getting ready to start in a minute, so I'm going to close mine. Y'all, I'm tired. I only had like 2 hours of sleep. I only had 2 hours of sleep, but you know what? I asked God to continue button to bless me with my business, and He did. Somebody said you got to tell him how much you want because He's gonna keep on getting to you. But I thank the Lord for it.
I need to talk to you about that. So please email me or what I just sent you an email because I got something coming your way on air, but I need to talk to you about it first to see if it's okay on what I did. And I know it's gonna be okay, but I don't want to overwhelm something.
All right, well, you know overwhelm me, girl, because when God says something, God said something. Y'all gotta check my video I did this morning. It was kind of crazy. It was funny. It was a funny video.
I enjoyed it.
Look, I did some jokes and I did some knowledge. I did some jokes and I try to tell you where to go. But I had fun this morning, girl. It was funny. Girl, I had people steal my email, so I'm still laughing about your sideburns. I said,
girl, you talking about, oh no, them baby hairs.
No, I didn't get a chance to see it this morning.
Don't say it. I'm telling you, see it. Don't drink nothing. Don't have no water in your hand or nothing. Don't have no water in your hand or nothing.
Off this morning.
Good night, y'all. Good night.
All right, good night. I love y'all. If nobody told you that they love you, Auntie love you, subscribe, push that. Bam.
Niece love you too, Ann. And niece love you too.
Love you more. Bye-bye.
Good evening, everyone. Stay blessed and not stressed.
Yes, I want to thank. Oh, I got to thank them, girl. They probably said she is so rude. I want to thank all my mods. I want to thank my contact creator who was in the chat. I love y'all. Mwah.
Mwah.
Y'all go over Ebony. She's doing an interview again with KeKe. So go over there.
What's her name? Ebony.
Ebony. Dubai.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.